I'm reading in 2 Samuel chapter 21 about a famine that was taking place that lasted for 3 years. And so David comes before the Lord and says, what's up with this? What's causing this? And he goes on to say that the Lord responds, and he says, the reason there's this famine is, against you guys happening is because Saul and his family were guilty of murdering the Gibeonites. Goes on to say that David tries to make this right. So he speaks to the surviving Gibeonites, and basically they said, verse 5, then they replied, it was Saul who planned to destroy us to keep us from having any place at all in the territory of Israel. So let 7 of Saul's sons be handed over to us, and we will execute them before the Lord at Gibeon, on the mountain of the Lord. All right, the king said, I will do it. And then verse 9, the men of Gibeon executed them on the mountain before the Lord, so all 7 of them died together at the beginning of the barley harvest. So my question is, because I guess it can only be extrapolated or speculated that the famine stopped. So the application I think that I would arrive at is that not until, and I've been following all the craziness that's been happening in Pennsylvania. Now masks are being required to be worn upon leaving one's house. Kids are having to wear them at school when school starts up. Kids are required to wear masks while playing sports. At the local YWCA, everyone's required to mask even while working out and in fitness sessions or classes. So, and I know that this is just Pennsylvania. I imagine that more of this nonsense is going on in other states. I'm just specifically following Pennsylvania. So my question then is, did the famine stop as a result of the children or the sons of Saul? Did it stop upon their execution? I'm only assuming that it did, but wanted to know your thoughts. Where I'm going with this is I'm thinking that God's people have to and must repent, and yes, we must engage our culture and influence government and influence all aspects of those things that shape our culture. But I think that justice also has to be meted out. In other words, we have governmental officials, elected officials, some appointed, but will it be upon their removal that we're going to have justice and eventually this COVID / plague, will it stop then? Because it doesn't really get into what happens after these guys were executed. You can only assume, or I'm assuming. I wanted to know your thoughts. So continue to pray that righteous, and I hope you'll come into agreement. I know you're praying along these lines, but let's continue to pray that these corrupt officials, government officials, politicians are held to just, whether it's removal, justice. President Trump has actually come out and said that Obama is guilty of treason, and of course others under Obama's administration. So would love to know your thoughts and feedback. I wanted to send this by way of video because I just couldn't see myself trying to text all this. Amy's calling. Or trying to email this. So would love your feedback. Sorry for the long discourse here or monologue, but just want to get your thoughts. All right. Thanks.